What's going on, everyone? Today we're going to be going over the best African gems within FM24. I've been recently watching some of the AFCON games, and I was thinking, you know what? Let's go over some of the best gems that you can pick up within FM24 and help lead your side to glory. So usually how I go about these videos, I have 4 honorable mentions, one being a goalkeeper, one being a defender, a midfielder, and an attacker. Then after we go through them, we go here to the formation. I usually pick a formation on how we're going to build out this best gem 11, and we are going to be going with a 4-2-3-1 today. So you'll get 4 defenders, 2 central defensive midfield type players, a number 10, 2 wingers, and a striker. And of course, we can't forget about the goalkeeper as well. So without further ado, let's get into those honorable mentions. So the honorable mention goalkeeper, I'm going to do my best to pronounce this correctly, is AFCON from Burkina Faso at Charleroi. You can pick him up for 900k to 1.9 million pounds. He's 26 years old. So you got about a good 8 years with him as your goalkeeper. He's very, very solid. 6'1", great reflexes, by the way, at 16 for the reflexes. Pretty decent aerial reach at 14. He's pretty agile. He's a very, very solid all-around keeper for 900k to 1.9 million. You can't do much better. For the honorable mention defender, we have someone who's pretty versatile. It's Alidu Saidu of Ghana. He's actually played 6 times for the Ghanaian national team. You can pick him up from Claremont Foot for 3.7 to 5.4 million pounds. He can play left back, central defense, right back, or right wing back. Pretty solid player. His physicals are outstanding, by the way, and he's 5'8". So I mean, being 5'8" and you have 15 strength, that shows that you are willing to go above and beyond. For the honorable mention midfielder, I absolutely love this dude's name, and I love how he looks attribute wise, and he plays for a pretty solid team as well. He plays for Red Star Belgrade in Serbia. His name is Kings Kengwa. He is from Zambia. And I will just let you know, there are 3 players, 1 here in honorable mentions, but 2 on the 11 that are from Zambia. So they are cooking with gas right now with their national team and developing players. They're doing very, very well. But looking at his attributes, he's 5'6". He's very well rounded. He's got some pace to him for a central midfielder. And I mean, it shows when he has 20 caps for the Zambia national team and 5 goals. Can pick him up for 250k to 2.5 million pounds. This is definitely a player that I would love to have in my midfield that I know I'm going to get the best out of all the time. And now we go to a player that you can't pick up immediately, but once he turns 18, you can. It is Prince Ndlovu from Zimbabwe at Highlanders FC. He's on an amateur contract, so you will be able to most likely sign him for a free. He can play as a number 10 or as a striker, which with his frame of 6'4", I would probably play him as a striker, or that would be a freakishly large number 10. He is 17 years of age, like I said, and already has some fantastic attributes. 15 first touch on a 17-year-old is fantastic. 15 determination, flair, and off the ball as well. And being that he's 17 years of age, all of this is only going to get better. And if you could bring him in on a free, I mean, that's a win-win for you. Bring him in on a free. If you really like him, you keep him around. If you don't, you develop him, you sell him on for some money. And Prince was actually very close to making this best African gem 11, but unfortunately he did not, because the person that is playing at number 10 and striker are both better than him. So without further ado, let's get into this best 11. We will start from the goalkeeper and work our way up. So the goalkeeper is Yahia Fofana from the Ivory Coast. Dude is fantastic. 6'4". He has some pretty decent attributes. He's got good aerial reach. He is agile, good jumping reach, great reflexes at 15. He is eccentric as well. So eccentricity is when your goalkeeper kind of does unexpected, whether you want him to or not. It can be good, can also be bad. So definitely do keep that in mind if you do wish to bring him in. But for 180k to 5.8 million pounds from Alger, you can bring in Yahia Fofana. So there's our goalkeeper for this 11. Let's now build the back line, starting from the right back. So our right back is someone that is from Zambia. He plays for BSC Young Boys in the Swiss top tier. You can pick him up for 3.4 to 6.4 million pounds. 19 years of age, Miguel Chaiwa. This dude is absolutely amazing. You can play him at right back, right wing back, right midfield, central defense, defensive midfield, central midfield, number 10. Dude is versatile. I personally have played him as a defensive midfielder. This dude is amazing. He's an incredible segundo volante. He is very, very fun to have, and he will definitely give you his all. He's got 14 stamina, 14 work rate. Love those two combining together because they're going to give you their all, and they have the energy to do it. But Miguel Chaiwa, definitely a player to pick up. Our first center back is Adamo Nagalo of FC Nordsjælland. This dude, absolutely fantastic, becomes a very, very good central defender. He is from Burkina Faso. He is 6'1", 20 years of age. You can pick him up for $250K to $2.6 million. And I am pretty sure that he will get a work permit if you want to bring him over to England. I believe Miguel Chaiwa will as well, but I'm pretty sure for a fact that Adamo Nagalo will be able to get a work permit. He is pretty aggressive, but we like our center backs being a little bit aggressive to win that ball back for us. He is very well rounded at 20 years of age. He's only going to do nothing but improve. Our other center back is from Olympique Lyon. We have Sonali Diomande of the Ivory Coast. You can pick him up for $800K to £8 million. Very, very solid all around. Pretty solid in the air. He's 6 foot, but he's got 15 heading, 14 jumping, reach, and 14 strength. And he is pretty quick with that 14 pace and 14 acceleration. And he's got a great work rate here of 15. So, I mean, if you can get Nagalo and Diomande as your central defense duo, you are set for a long while, as he is only 22 and Nagalo is 20. At left back, we have another player from Zimbabwe, Jordan Zamora of Udinese. Dude is a lightning bolt down the left side of the pitch. 15 acceleration, 15 agility, 16 natural fitness, 15 pace, 16 stamina. So he can run 4 days for you. Very, very solid player. 16 work rate as well. Can he still improve? Absolutely, because he is only 23 years of age. He's got 14 dribbling. And if you need him to win the ball for you, he can with that 13 tackling, 11 marking. And he can move the ball off. Is it spectacular? No, but he does exactly what you need him to do. And for a price tag of 2.9 to 5.6 million pounds, there is no one better in this player pool than Jordan Zamora. So now that we've got our goalkeeper and the back line built, let's get to those central and defensive midfielders. The first midfielder I've actually talked about in a previous video, which I will be popping down below in the description if you wish to check it out. It is another Gems video, but kind of just like the best from all around the world. But it is none other than Salisu Abdul Samed. He is a Ghanaian central midfielder and defensive midfielder who plays for RC Lens in League. You can pick him up for 9.6 to 12 million pounds. Dude is absolutely fantastic. I've used him in prior years of FM, used him this year as well. He is a fantastic ball-winning midfielder, great tackling, pretty good marking. You got great teamwork and work rate, great natural fitness, so he's pretty much going to be fit all the time, but he can also move the ball about with 14 passing, 14 vision. I've played him as a segundo volante or a deep line playmaker before, and he can do a great job at that, but he is an unreal ball-winning midfielder. And the other central midfielder, defensive midfielder, is a player from Mali. It is none other than Amadou Haidara of RB Leipzig. This dude's kind of been linked with a couple moves throughout the years, but they've never really come to fruition. He is an absolute machine. He is a mental machine as well. His mentals are absolutely fantastic. He has pretty good physicals, some pretty decent technicals as well. Another great ball-winning midfielder, and he's played 35 times for the Mali national side. He is 25 years of age. You can pick him up for 9.8 to 12 million pounds. He will definitely do a job for you in central midfield or defensive midfield, especially as a ball-winning midfielder. So now with those two plugged into this 11, we now move to the number 10 and the wingers. So first we'll do the number 10. It's another player from FC Nordsjælland. It is Mohamed Diomande from the Ivory Coast, 21 years of age. Can pick him up for 1.2 to 4.9 million pounds. This dude is nothing but consistent. He always performs. Past couple years, people have really liked bringing him in, but he is a gem because a lot of sides within FM do not end up bringing him in. A majority of the time, he will play out his career at FC Nordsjælland, so you will probably be able to find him there more often than not, no matter how deep into his save you are. 21 years of age, he has plenty of time to keep on growing, but he's got 15 dribbling already, 15 first touch, and 12 finishing, so pretty decent Holy Trinity right there. He's got 15 flair, 15 passing, 15 technique. This dude, fantastic number 10. We now move to one of my favorite players on today's list, and it is Ibrahim Adel from Pyramids. He is Egyptian. He is a right winger, and he is fantastic. This dude I've had in previous years, especially last year, I had him whole heck of a bunch in FM23. He is amazing. He can play left wing, right wing. As a striker, he is a cheat code, and as a right winger. Left winger, he's all right. It does say that he's more so fit to play as a left winger, but right winger, he's absolutely fantastic. He's got some decent pace to him. He's got some decent Holy Trinity right here at 15 dribbling, 12 finishing, 13 first touch. He's only 22 years of age, so he's going to do nothing but improve, and he is going to be a mainstay in that Egyptian national team for a long time to come, especially with Mo Salah coming towards the end of his career, and he is only 22 years of age. Oh, and you can pick him up for $6.6 million to $7.8 million. At left wing, we move on to our last player from Zambia. It is Lamek Banda of Lecce in Italy. Can pick him up for $5 million to $8.8 million. He's 22 years of age, and he is a speed demon, folks. 16 acceleration, 16 agility, 16 pace. Dude is so quick. And he has 16 dribbling, 15 first touch. He is going to be a problem down the wings for your opponents. Nothing but a problem on the wings. He can play left wing or right wing for you, which is great. He's 5'7", so that makes it even trickier to stop him with his size and his speed, his ability to dribble and move. He is absolutely fantastic. So Lamek Banda, definitely a player I recommend. He would be a lot of fun to have. So now that brings us to one final position here in the 11, and it is none other than our striker. And our striker is none other than someone that was in a video with Salis Abdul Samed previously. It is Christian Kwame of Fiorentina, the Ivorian striker who can also play on either wing. He's absolutely fantastic. 1.1 million and 9.2 million pounds is what you'll have to pay for the 25-year-old. He is very pacey, and kind of like our last player, he is going to be a menace down the wings or up top for your opponents because he's got 17 acceleration, 16 pace, 15 dribbling, and he's 6'1", and he likes to knock the ball past the opponent. So having that size is definitely going to help him, and having that sort of speed and acceleration, he is going to be a machine for you up top and bang in loads of goals. So there we have it. That is the best African Gems 11 right there for you all. Honestly, if I could have any three players out of this side, it would be the winger combo and Christian Kwame up top. I think that Ibrahim Adel with Lamek Banda and Christian Kwame, that would be absolutely insane and so much fun to have in a side. This team, if you could bring them all in, would be absolute world beaters. They are all very solid, and if you can bring in a couple of these players, they will definitely help your chances at filling that trophy cabinet. So that is it for today's video. If you have happened to enjoy, please feel free, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribing is 100% free, so why not hit the sub button. Comment down below what African Gems you yourselves have brought into your sides this year, or if you have given any of these guys a go, how they have gotten on for you in your saves as well. If you want to check out any of my previous videos that I've done like this, I'll be popping them up on screen right now. And if you want to check out any of my FM24 videos in general, I'll be popping that up on screen right now for you as well. Well, until next time, everyone, have a good one. Bye-bye.